How's it going, everyone? The first major Dragon Ball Sparking Zero patch is live right now, and we don't have the official patch notes from Bandai Namco as of the recording of this video. Once those go live, I'll go through it with you guys, but they had outlined what was going to be dropping with this patch. A few days ago, I want to say about a week or so ago, we talked about it, but I'll reiterate those, and we do have the adjustment of Yajirobe. This is going to cause and spark a huge discussion in the Sparking Zero community, and I'll get into that a little bit where my thought process on this is, but let's go over the patch. So, the biggest adjustment, obviously, is Yajirobe and his skill being adjusted, or rather, his abilities being adjusted. Yajirobe, the main complaint was the Senzu Beans. Him just healing himself was kind of nuts. Yajirobe Senzu Beans skill now costs 6 skill count instead of 5. Also, he starts now a match with 0 skill count instead of 2. His health has also been reduced from 3 health bars to 2.5. So a nice nerf for Yajirobe, which a lot of people were complaining about. I also did see a lot of people not wanting Yajirobe to be nerfed. I saw a healthy combination of the two, but it seemed like the vast majority were open to Yajirobe being nerfed. I don't think it's a case of people being upset about the nerf in a vacuum. I think the majority of people were like, yo, like, he is kind of broken. He's worth, like, no points in ranked play. Let's get him nerfed a little bit. I think the ultimate issue that some people have with Yajirobe getting nerfed is that opens the avenue for people to complain online and then get other characters nerfed. Sparking Zero is interesting because I think there's a combination of people that played the Tenkaichi games back in the day, and also there's a lot of people that are new to a game like this. They're going into it, playing it like any other fighting game, and expecting some sort of balancing, and I don't think Tenkaichi was ever intended to be this balanced fighting game that's gonna end up on Evo. Like, I just don't think that's the reality of a game like this. What this is an arcadey, somewhat nonsensical, and I'm not saying nonsensical in the sake of, you know, it's a bad game or anything like that, but there is a level of chaos and insanity to it that I do think should be measured a little bit, but that level of chaos and insanity almost makes Sparking Zero and Tenkaichi what it is. You want that chaos, you want that insanity, and Yajirobe being a little broken, I thought was funny. The level of where he is at, and I get it that people are like, oh, you could just rush in on him. If you hit one ulti, he just dies instantly. Yeah, he's not like super powerful like that, but just mechanically, this isn't a great character, and there's a lot of characters that mechanically I feel like aren't great, but I feel like Yajirobe's nerf is fine. I do think they need to be a little measured as far as what characters they nerf. Also, when you look at Sparking Zero, this isn't fighters. This is a game that's supposed to more closely replicate the anime in terms of the chaos and the power scale. I don't want them nerfing, let's say, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta just because he's OP. It's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He should be OP. Yajirobe, on the other hand, is effing Yajirobe. Shout out to my boy for cutting off the tail in the early episodes of Z, but bro, it's Yajirobe. Like, we gotta keep that in check as well. And I just think as long as they're taking pushback from the community to an extent, but assessing the grander picture and realizing that, yes, there might be a vocal minority in a lot of instances, I think it's fine, and I think a Yajirobe nerf is something that was very much called for, and I'm happy that it's being done because, bro, again, it's Yajirobe, and, you know, his Senzu Beans were kind of nuts, but I do think they should be very selective, and I don't think it should be a case of, oh, let's look at the characters that are used the most, which I believe Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is the most used character right now, and yeah, he is OP. Ultimate Impact is kind of crazy, but I don't think he should be nerfed. I do like the idea of ranked play and adding the point system, so if you take a character like a SS Blue Gogeta, for example, you're just using up 10 points off the rip. I like that. The idea of having a ranked play even in the game and doing some sort of rank component, I get that it's what gaming, that's a standard in gaming these days, and that should be available, or a lot of people will perceive it to be available, but I think just the inclusion of ranked play will create this perception that this game should have a level of balance to it, when again, Tenkaichi, Sparking, there's supposed to be a healthy level of insanity. There's supposed to be a healthy level of chaos. To me, the memes are almost a fun thing about the game. Seeing the craziness, and then I saw a clip on Twitter on somebody using base form Trunks and beating Ultra Instinct Goku, just clowned the Ultra, not clowned, but beat the Ultra Instinct Goku. I'm like, yo, that's cool. Does that offer for compelling ranked play and competitive gameplay? No, but the idea of this game is supposed to lean more so on the meme factor, at least in my humble opinion, and what it is, I think is great. I do think, you know, in the case of Yajirobe, the nerf is fine, but I also understand why there is this pushback of, you know, you don't want the essence of the game to be tackled. I think that's the major issue that some people have with this nerf, that the essence of the game is in jeopardy, and I don't think it is. I just think, looking at a Yajirobe and some of the other characters, some adjustments like this are fine. I just don't think they should look at the greater picture when, you know, people are complaining about SS4 Gogeta or SS Blue Gogeta or Vegeta or UI Goku, that we're nerfing those characters because those characters are supposed to be kind of crazy. To reiterate, the early DB Sparking Zero patch notes did note improvement of an issue where some controls become unresponsive during online matches when classic controls are selected, adjustments of difficulty levels when playing certain stages in episode battle on lower difficulty settings. That is lower difficulty settings. They are not adjusting, at least from what I can tell, the difficulty settings of the normal difficulty battles. I think that would be terrible as well. I've been vocal about the fact that I think they need to add a higher difficulty status. You see how many people talked about this game online versus based on the Great Ape being difficult, and the Great Ape wasn't even that difficult, but you get the idea. It caused this commotion online and this dialogue online, which is a very, very healthy thing for any video game. You want people to be talking about it on social media. You want tweets being put out that have like millions of impressions about people raging because it creates more interest in a video game. I say add an optional harder mode and let's get people really enraged and maybe attach some unlockable outfits to them. And then I think that would cause even more discourse online, and I think it would be beneficial for the game in terms of its social media outlook. But that's my 2 cents. Adjustment of Yajirobe's stats and improved of operational stability. The improved operational stability, I would have to imagine that also leans on the multiplayer connectivity issues, because there has been a lot of outlined multiplayer connectivity issues, like a ton. The game has a lot of connectivity issues, and on Xbox I'm hearing people are unable to find the game, and I don't think that's a lack of people playing the game. I think it's more so an issue of there being matchmaking issues. There might be an issue of a lack of people playing the game 6 months from now when people move on to other games, and that's why I think it's so important that cross-platform play be implemented. However, right now, a few weeks after release, there shouldn't be matchmaking issues where people are unable to find a game for 15, 20, 30 minutes of looking for a game. That's inexcusable. And I don't know if this is the case because improved operational stability doesn't give us a lot to work with, but hopefully they also tackled the erasing save files bug that a lot of people have experienced. Somebody commented on one of my videos saying that they've experienced it, and I think multiple people actually commented. And if it's multiple people commenting it, there's people that are just not being vocal about it that have probably experienced it as well, where literally they are spending 20 to 30 hours in the game and their entire save files is being deleted or being deleted. We gotta remedy that ASAP, and hopefully when we get the full patch notes from Bandai Namco, that is being implemented as well, because that is just an egregious issue that they need to tackle as soon as possible. But a massive update for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, the first of many updates to come. Yajirobe's stats have been adjusted, which I am sure is going to cause a lot of debate within the community. I think overwhelmingly, generally speaking, what I'm seeing is rather positive in regards to Yajirobe being nerfed a little bit. I understand the criticism and the concern that maybe this will impact the overall essence of the game, and people are just gonna now look at it, oh my god, SS Blue Gogeta is broken, oh my god, UI Goku is broken, oh my god, this character's broken. When Gohan Beast comes out, you know, week of, everybody's gonna be spamming him online, and and a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my god, Gohan Beast is broken, Orange Piccolo is broken, so on and so forth. But in the case of Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, they should be a little bit crazy. In the case of SS4 Gogeta, SS Blue Gogeta, and I can go on and on, there are certain characters that should be overpowered to an extent. I think everything needs to be assessed individually, like Yajirobe being a low point character and being freaking Yajirobe, I do think should be adjusted, and hopefully they tackled some of the other issues. Again, improvement on controller issues were noted, adjustment of difficulty levels on easier difficulty options, adjustment of Yajirobe stats, and improved operational stability, which hopefully leads to the save file issue being fixed as well as matchmaking getting better. But we'll see how all of this rolls out. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.